All right. Greetings, folks. Greetings, everyone. I'll give you all a minute to get in here. There is a link in the description box for you to click. All right. Well, I don't know why, but I'm still like beyond exhausted. Um, I don't know. I know I'd be sleeping some, but it's just been like hard for me to sleep. I don't know why. So let's see here. Yeah, I mean, the number one component I've noticed is a lot of people are not happy seeing you win. That's the thing that I've noticed primarily, most before all. Other than that, um, I went on Groovy Jimmy's panel last night, yesterday. I thought it went pretty well. I mean, I think he showed kind of signs that he is kind of a troll, but um, I think it went well. I think I was received pretty well by pretty much everybody. Um, there was a couple of little comments that I don't understand or don't make any sense or I disagree with, but it is what it is. I mean, I let people talk, I just don't understand what they mean because they talk backwards. They don't make any sense. Like, bro, I'm a 35-year-old grown man. Like, there's nothing funny, none of that. Like, it's not complicated, dude. Like, I explained everything that I've been through pretty much. Not everything. There's a lot that y'all don't know about me, but I mean, I've explained everything that I can, you know, and it's like, I mean, the one guy he agreed. He sounded like he was on my side. He was like, "Well, yeah, he's the real Batman. He's got to expand." Like, yeah, like this is my job. So I don't understand. I mean, I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny as hell. I couldn't stop laughing. Some of the things that were said, I thought it was funny as hell. But like, I was for real cracking up. But I'm just saying, like, why would it be a mystery? You know, and maybe they're just joking around. I don't know. But why would it be a mystery that I would want to expand? Like, that's just how I've always been. I mean, I'm willing to try to do what's necessary to expand and get this going. But I mean, I don't know. It just sounds like I don't know. Like I can't tell if he really wants to do it or not. I mean, the fact is, I don't have time to worry about stuff like that. Like I'm just being honest. Everybody needs to learn how to do, business. I mean, this is all e-commerce. My check just came in finally. Been waiting forever, man. They take forever to pay, bro. And it's like they barely pay me anyway. You would think they'd be a little bit more on it, but it is what it is. But I'm just happy it's finally in my bank account and got here. Gives me something to work with. Um, but and I've been waiting this whole time. It's been part of why I can't really sleep too, because I'm like any day now, any day now. I mean, it just takes forever. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he's really serious about what he's talking about or what he's doing. I can't really tell. But my advice would be you should take it seriously. You know, I mean, it's just good in general to start getting in shape. It's good in general when you start making a positive change. And the thing is, people like that they have way more opportunity than I do right now. They really do. Like for me, it's hard to access anything. If you haven't noticed, it's hard to do anything. I mean, I'm just being real. Like it's difficult, man. I have to go out my way. You see, I walk like miles upon miles, like every day. Like right now, I'm tired, bro. Like I think it's just taking a toll on me too, in general, just from everything that I do, because I do a lot. Sometimes Batman needs like a break, but I don't know, man. But I don't know, trying to just do the best that I can, um, and trying to just like bring it out of me. You know what I mean? I got to try to still tap into my energy. Like right now, I don't really have a choice. I mean, I do, but I've been waiting for this check because I wanted to get things moving. You know, I don't know what kind of time we're averaging. I would have to basically like start running right now if I want to get over there, and then I still got to get cash back. Cash back, they charge you like $1.25. The minimum is $10. Um, so I mean, I'm just saying, it's a lot easier for y'all because y'all have, just more opportunity. Y'all have support systems. It's easier for y'all to do all the necessary basic stuff. Me, I've always had to go out my way, and that's basically part of what helped me with this Batman thing because I didn't have a choice. I had to literally be Batman just to handle every day, like, so it's like I really don't have a choice but to be Batman, you know? So, I mean, how do I explain it? I don't know. I hope he's serious, man. I hope that he wants to do it. I mean, genuinely, I think it'd be cool. Um, I think it would put things in perspective for the whole internet. Um, and that's all. I mean, I just don't understand why people always have to say something that doesn't exist or isn't there or that's not positive. You know what I mean? I really don't understand that, you know. Um, but it is what it is, I mean, I guess they just troll and that's all a lot of them do. I don't know. That's their business. But for me, you know, I'm trying to remember what was said that I didn't. I mean, it all went pretty well, but I'm trying to remember what they said. I just thought it was funny when he was like, when he was like all surprised about it, like, "Well, yeah, bro, I want to expand. I had already talked about it on the show that I was going to talk to him and see if he could help me out. I mean, I don't think that's funny. I don't think that's a laughing matter. I think that that's what's wrong with a lot of people. I think that we should all be working together, and that's the thing. It would better all our situations. So that's the thing. That Groovy Jimmy kind of gives into peer pressure. Clearly. So it's like, I mean, we're all grown adults. So I mean, that's what's going to hold you back. These are all really important factors and everything. That's the thing. It's not really a laughing matter. I mean, if you allow peer pressure to get to you and you allow others to influence your decisions, you're probably going to make mistakes, but honestly, it seems like most of them are encouraging him to talk to me. So that was cool. Um, all in all, they were pretty cool. It really wasn't like other, times online. So that's good. That's a positive note. So I was pretty happy about it. Um, what else? Um, but yeah, it sounds it sounds like the opposite. Like they're actually like telling him to do it. And some of the comments were funny, but it sounded like some of them knew what was up and kind of said the truth. They're like, "He'll get you in shape." That comment was funny. I can't say all of it, but he was like, "He'll get you in shape," but the whole time, like, yeah, you pretty much got it figured out. Like, I mean, if somebody trains with me, I mean, it's a real thing. I mean, I do this. This is what I do. So, that's why it's just, I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to front on anyone. I'm not trying to shine on anyone. I'm not trying to act like I'm better or tougher than anyone. I just be a normal person, man. I know who I am and what I can do. And, um, but that's part of the thing why it's so hard for me online because a lot of us are just different people. We come from different walks and we're built different. And I just never have been a guy that people really mouth off to, just being honest. And when they do, I always get into it and I just G check them and let them know. you know. It's very rare. I'm a pretty big guy. That's what people don't get. Like, I'm not small. Big don't matter, but I'm just saying, generally people see that and see my build and they kind of, are a little bit scared or they give me my respect. Feel me? But how do I put it? I mean, it's just part of being a man. I mean, try to be nice to everybody. The hell are you doing? They're backing up and going back in. It's pretty much illegal backing up on a frontage road, but have fun with that. But yeah, I mean, hold on. Ah, feels like there's a bug in my do-rag, which is very possible. But yeah, um, I don't know. Like I said, I was pretty happy with how it went. I just don't know if he's really got the right attitude, if he's serious or not. That's the only thing that troubles me a little bit. But if he is, you got the right guy for the training. You know what I mean? But I mean, that's the thing. Like, I mean, anybody who becomes a client, I make sure I treat them right. I mean, if I'm training with you, I'm gonna make sure you're good the whole time. You won't have nothing to worry about, and I'm gonna really train you and teach you. So, I mean, they know I'm serious about it. So we'll just have to see what they do, if they actually want to do it or not. I mean, it would help them for the boxing match. I mean, if not, what are you gonna do? Just run around and you know? But I just don't know if he's really thought it all out. Because when I was asking about the car, no, I wasn't asking about anything other than can he drive, because like I walk. So I mean, I figured he would drive down here and then be able to pick me up, because there's a lot of distance to cover out here, dude. We're talking miles and miles. Okay. I mean, I could do it, but it's a lot easier if somebody just picks me up. That's why I'm asking that. But he was asking what I would charge. Um, we can create a little bit more of how I want to do it right now. I mean, but he needs to listen to the show and y'all need to tell him. But here's my requirements. Here's how I want to do this. I don't want him buying the mouthpiece without me there. So that's the first thing you need to tell him. Because I don't trust him. I don't know him yet. I don't trust anyone. So, I mean, what I need him to do is, if he can purchase the mouthpiece for me in front of me, where I can pick the one I want, and it doesn't have to be anything special. Just I'll grab a cheap one, but I want to be in the store where I can look at the selection and pick one. And then that way, if he just wants to pay for it, he buys it. That way I know nobody's tampered with it. But I'm just not, I'm not using no mouthpiece that somebody else provided. No. I'm past paranoid with people, especially on there. I don't trust none of you. Sorry. I just don't. So if he's down to do that, or send me the money, cash at me the money, which would be better business, and say, here's the money for the mouthpiece, right? And then I'll either wait till he comes down, or I can try to go get it myself. All right. It's just none of this is easy for me. It's hard as hell. I have to go completely out my way. So, that's why I was asking, if he was driving. So I kind of think I got the answer to that, I guess, which is not a concrete answer, but it sounds like he's not. So, I mean, I don't get it. I mean, you're gonna spend a lot more money. I would think. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, but if you take like Greyhound or something, it's going to cost more. And then either way, I got to come meet you, right? Um, so it's just a whole thing. So, I mean, yeah, we have to have the conversation of trying to figure it out, but he was kind of rushed in it. It just seems like he doesn't really want to do it. So I don't know. That part of him sounds like he does, but he's just being kind of willy nilly about the whole situation. Uh, I'm sorry, honey. I love you. There's my baby. So, um, but yeah, we may have a possible client that wants to train with Batman. We may have a client. Um, of course, probably when we train, of course, I will probably take off the bat suit. Don't worry, I will not be wearing the bat mask. Maybe for part of it, it'd be kind of cool. But the footage that we could get would be pretty cool, bro. I mean, it's a once upon a time type of storyline there. It'd be pretty tight, But like I said, lately I think I've been going too hard, and I'm kind of just, what do they call it? You know what I'm talking about, when you're just overworked and then just lack of sleep. What is it called? I know what it's called, but I'm not going to say it on here. But yeah, I'm going through that right now. So it's like I need to get myself right if possible. I have anxiety too and all sorts of issues, but I do really well at dealing with everything. I'm strong as hell, but just tired, man. I just think I've been pushing myself way too hard. And then it's funny because I continue to, like right now, but the way I look at it, it's just part of what I go through, part of being Batman too. But I love you, honey. I truly hope you feel better. Me, I do not feel good right now at all. Which usually I have been, but I don't know what's up, man. But like I said, at the end of the day, um, it's just up to him, man. I mean, if he wants to do it, I'm down. If he doesn't, then that's up to him. I don't know. I mean, I just can't figure him out. I just, it doesn't sound like he really has, and I mean this respectfully, but it just doesn't sound like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with him, to be honest. Like, it doesn't sound like he has like the financial resources to do it. Like, I'm just being honest. It just doesn't sound like it. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But I guess the way I would do it, like I said, that's my number one thing. I want you to buy the mouthpiece in front of me. That way I can see it and pick the one I want and nobody tampers with it. I think that's fair. Or, like I said, cash at me enough money to get one. Number two, he asked me, how much would you charge for the training? Well, you're coming from quite a way out. So, and I'm always fair, like extra fair. But I would say, I mean, again, that's why I wanted to actually have a conversation with you, and you were rushing because it takes time. I mean, how long are we talking about training? Like, that's the next question. I'm not really getting finite answers to my questions. You feel me? So it's like, as long as it's like that, it's kind of hard for me to really do too much, But I'll say, how do I put it? Let me think. I mean, I'd say, my prices usually is 30-minute session. I'd say about, if it was local, I mean, it's realistically, it's about like 30-minute session, like $50 an hour, $100, right? And trust me, that's more than fair. You, I would do like 100 for a day because that really is the right price and that's worth it. I mean, if you're gonna come all this way though, like, yeah, I mean, you got to have some money, dude. I mean, like my training is not going to be just willy nilly. I mean, you're talking about going through the whole thing that I've learned. It took me years to learn. I mean, and I'm teaching it all to you as fast as possible to get you right and get you ready. Because again, I'm thinking that you're serious about what you're saying about it. So I'd say 100 for a day. I mean, if you're going to come all this way, that's the only thing that makes sense to me. I mean, if not, uh, if it was by the day, right? I guess for him, I'll do 50 a day, but that's as low as I could go. That's the only thing that makes sense. But I could do $50 for a day, right? But I would hope that you would want to do more than one day. What up? Here's my winged friends. Hello, birdies. But yeah, I think $50 for a day is good, and I'll just spend the whole day. Batman will spend the whole day training you. How about that? We could do it like that. I don't see nothing wrong with that. Can we take any longer? Like literally slowing down. Batman runs fast. All right. Oh man, this sucks. Cause I ain't gonna make it over here in time to do all that extra stuff. I am tired of these trucks, man. They got all sorts of stuff they're transporting. Like, I don't want to be breathing all this stuff everywhere now. Like right now, there's like 20 of them around, and they're all just transporting stuff. Crazy, man. I don't know. It's kind of irritating. But yeah, I'd say that's fair. $50 a day. I really hate that they just sit there and try to take as long as possible on purpose. Like, come on, bro. So that's what I would do. $50 a day, and I can spend hours with you doing it. I mean, we can literally do like the 2 a day type thing I was talking about. I'll spend the whole day with you, basically training. Um, I just if it gets in the afternoon, I want to call it a day at some point because, well, Batman really. I like the dark and all, but like with what I have to do, it's got to be the right timing so I can do what I need to do and get back where I need to be. That's about it. There's dogs, there's all sorts of stuff. That's why when people try to make comments about how I move, I don't really care. What's this guy looking at? I don't really care because you don't know me to judge me. And all of what I do, none of these people have the heart to do it. So it's like, miss me with that. That's just silly. You know what I mean? Like, words and talking doesn't equate to action. All my actions show I'm a brave heart. So I don't understand what you think you can say, but there ain't nothing to say. You know what I mean? But that's what I would do. $50 for a day. That's right. I think that that's more than fair. And then that way, I get some money out the deal. And like I said, I would hope that you would train multiple days. That would help me. But other than that, if that's not what you want and what you want to do, I mean, what else could you expect? I'm not going to charge you 25 bucks for a day when you're dealing with the top trainer in the world at this point, proven on camera. See, it's not about how many people vouch for you. No, 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 no. I built this business independently. All y'all Masons, all y'all have to work through gyms. All y'all have a middleman that takes your money from you. I don't have that. No, it takes time. I create my own marketing. Fact is, a lot of people, they just don't want to work out. Down here, okay, I can tell you what it is down here. What it is down here is the same concept I've explained a million times, right? That's self-explanatory. So they're going to always try to keep the money to themselves and only train with the same people when those people are not teaching them anything. These people shell out hundreds of bucks, bro, to these wannabe gym trainers. For me, it's basically personal at this point because the things I've been through and people's attitudes. Like, oh no, I 100% want to run my business so effectively, right, and be the best in the game. And I 100% hope that it stops everyone else's businesses completely. Yeah, because they never wanted to see me win. Real talk. No, I hope that it puts people out of business. Real talk. I hope my business is so effective and affordable that other people lose business. That's what they deserve. Because like I said, ain't nobody ever done me no favors. They sat there and let me get gang stalked at a distance. They sat there and gave me lip, and I didn't put up with it. So, no, I mean, what I do, I don't care if I put everybody out of business. Straight up. You know what I mean? No. Like, that's what they deserve. They deserve to not make a dime, especially how y'all been sitting here for so long, living off of this stuff. And like I said, that's what they do. At gyms, they will literally ask you for hundreds of dollars. Okay? They target people like me. They focus on people like me, all up in my business, worried about me, trying to give me some fake jacket and lie on my name and make up things that aren't even there. Like, to just keep me spending money. Like, oh no, it's personal. Y'all deserve to go out of business, and y'all deserve to lose all business. Straight up, y'all don't deserve to make no money. And God says so, so that's the way it'll be. Watch, it's common sense. What I'm offering is too high scale, and I have the best prices in the game, literally. So, I mean, and I can adjust them and negotiate. So, like, I'm in good shape with all that. You feel me? So it's like, I love you, honey. That's what I want, you know? Like, I want to defeat all the supposed competition and come out of nowhere to do it. That's the thing when y'all talking about, oh, boxing gyms, boxing ring. Stop looking at resources. You played the video, it told you what it is straight in front of you. It told you the real champions and the real boxers like Muhammad Ali, the real ones, they didn't have all this equipment. They had to figure it out on their own. That's what we do. I train like Rocky, okay? So that's what works, and that's why I'm so much stronger than everybody. If you put me in a gym, bro, it'll be a clinic, man. Like, real talk, bro. I'll make everybody look silly like I did for years. Been there, already did that. That's why, like I said, then they all start hating. And I just am tired of it. I'm tired of these people acting like they run something. Y'all are all 3 feet tall. You don't even have a real job or career. And you're feeding off a system and eating off a system that's not even yours and eats its own. It's all Freemasonry. Like, y'all all have to work for someone else. All y'all have a boss. I don't care what you said. And if you don't, you have to answer to corporate. That's pathetic. Grown men. I don't answer to no one. I do what I want to do when I want to do it because I'm a gangster. You feel me? So it's like I said, all you people that are still throwing your money away, you slow. I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, look at the videos, bro. See, that's the thing. They don't want to act like they can't see. Oh, you see it. I know you see it. I know you see it. Like, wham, 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 wham. Come on, son. Wham. Y'all be seeing me. They be seeing what I'm doing, coach. Real talk. And they know can't nobody compete with me. So it's like, just get real, man. Hold up. No common sense. Entitled. Another one with no common sense. Ridiculous, dude. Like, be downright irritating, man. That's the type of people. That's what I'm saying. They like all wage slaves. They don't know how to change functions. They don't know how to be a normal, real person. It's just like they're all programmed robots. Seriously, it's pathetic, man. Y'all are all human beings, bro. Act like one. Get smart. If you see a dude and he's stronger than everyone in your gym, how would it make sense to keep paying a gym trainer? I mean, can you think? Like, does your mind work? Right. But, oh no, we'd rather sit here and be envious and jealous. Go ahead. I'm going to get paid either way. That's why I got my check today. I got my check today, honey. Woo! It's not huge or nothing. It's just a little bit, but it's good enough for now. So, that's my whole point. I mean, people could say what they want. They've been doing that my entire life. People talking like something's funny or a joke. What's a joke, bro? I've been the serious dude always. It's y'all who the the jokers. Joker. Ah, water. And if I go up here and try to get cash back real quick, they're gonna take forever, probably. Because I'm gonna miss this thing right now. But yeah, like I said, let me think. I don't know. Let's do some running. Allergies suck. It's the allergies, man. Or why I can't sleep too. They're no joke for me. It's not normal allergies because of what I've been through physically. Feel like that 300-pound tuna. But as you see, I can run a lot better than any 300-pound tuna. But yeah, like I said, yeah, it smells horrible. Why? Uh, 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 uh. Where is he? Oh, just got me. Hi. Oh, I can't sit around and wait. Come on, bro. Uh, 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 Yeah, I don't think I can make it. Uh, It'll take forever. Uh, 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 Where is Harvey Dent? Tonight, we are tonight's entertainment. Uh, 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 I'm hovering. All right, give me 1 second. See what I mean? I'm not even gonna waste my time, bro. They got lines backed up to Timbuktu, and it's like you could just be polite and let people go so I can do what I need to do. I'm in a rush trying to get over here, but they don't care. They all just do their own thing for themselves. But it's all good because I don't need to waste the money right now anyway. So I'll just wait. I'll do my thing today. We can do that another day, and if I want to get cash back, I can do it after this. Like, see, that's the difference in my day right there about where I go, what I do. That's how crucial it is. Like I said, they're all slow. They don't know how to do things. They have no adamancy down here. Christina knows that, right, honey? Ridiculous. Like, dude, pick up the pace, man. People don't have time to wait on you. People got things to do. You know what I mean? I told y'all that they were going to take forever. So just forget it. Like, they'll literally sit there and go take as long as they can. Like, and they can tell you in a hurry. Then they'll all stand in your way when you're trying to do what you need to do. Like, dude, have some etiquette and some morals and some respect. Like, real talk. When people are walking, move out their way. If you see somebody's in a rush, why don't you tell them, hey, go to the front so you can, get what you need done and get moving. Like, that's what I'm saying. All these people had something to say and some comment that wasn't positive. Bro, you people make things impossible, especially down here. All that comes from you. What? No, it's not what you're saying. You make no sense. It's all you dropping the ball. They didn't even want to see me make any money. So I went and became an internet celebrity, an internet superstar on them. Take that. How you like that? How you like me now, buddy? Right? Sitting there running your mouth. I'd like to see any of these so-called dudes do as much walking or exercising or anything I do in one day. Let's see any of you do it. Can you do it? Nope. Because none of them are really in good shape. Joker. Oh, it's hilarious. I'm not wearing hockey pads. Oh, it's all real, buddy. It's all real, coach. But yeah, like I said, sometimes Batman wants to have a fun day. That's why I tell y'all to donate, because I have to get cash back, and then they be getting in my way and taking forever on purpose. Like, what? And then the fact that you ask them to give you like cash back or do anything halfway normal, and they act like they can't do it, like that's literally illegal. It's your job. What? Any place can give cash back. Any place can give you change. Like, no. If you work like that and you work a job like that, you should know how to work a register. These are all common sense concepts. It just gets old and it's aggravating. Sick of dealing with the same thing. Just the same like lack of know-how every day. Hold on. But yeah, like I said, Christina figured out TJ right away, right? I kind of had TJ figured out, but I didn't know he was doing all that because that's crazy. But the thing is, what that proves is what I knew from day one, that they were all working together. So they had already contacted all those jobs and establishments, and that means that you were having my coworkers gang stalk me. So that's why all those different things happened. They came from you. Okay. That's literally that's tons of prison time. These individuals have followed me around and paid people off. Their intentions are clear as day, and I'm still here and still survive. That's amazing, dude. So, like I said, TJ just told on himself and all of them. You understand? Nah, see, this was all slights towards me. This was all intentional. You understand? We're taking this to court. That's like a Supreme Court case. That's too many people targeting one man. That's what y'all did with me. Like, why would you do that? It just goes to show how y'all operate. But like I said, that's perfectly fine, because all that's going to happen is we're going to take it to court and y'all are going to have to pay me money. That's it. Right? And I'm going to laugh in your face. I ain't going to do nothing about it. You understand? So, I mean, like I said, I'm going to win and get the better end of every deal like I've been doing and continue to do. So what do I care? Feel me? But yeah, people really should change their attitude, man. You know what I mean? And it's just weird that that's how your society operates. It's a joke. And none of them are about nothing. Like, nothing's ever been done to me because I'm untouchable. I literally survive and make it through everything. So what's good? Right. That's a badge of honor. That's stripes on my belt. And that's what they know. And that's why they sell phase. That was some workers saying Batman or something. So at the end of the day, I just know it's all working out to my benefit. Got a download to say today. It said all pending transactions or whatever, all pending stuff is ready to go now. What God said. So what I'm guessing is Christina's about to be here around the corner, and hopefully I'll get word of what happened with my inheritance they stole and everything going on with that. And then hopefully I'll get word on this stock settlement lawsuit that they tried to duck my emails too, like all of them, because they're all corrupt, right? And they don't want to say nothing about it. I called in telling them what it is, said, nah, listen, I need to get paid. I had over 70,000 shares. I need to get paid for all of them. They sitting there with they fake laughing, right? Because y'all know what you doing is legal. All y'all are doing racketeering. That's basically racketeering, to be playing with grown men's money. No, I got 70,000 shares. Pay me out for the 70,000 shares. You brought up 15 cents a share. That's good money. At least that, right? No, you're trying to lowball me and say, oh, it's for certain dates. That makes no sense, and I'm taking that to court. Oh, I'm going to definitely push that issue. You ain't going to pay me for no certain dates. That doesn't make sense. I did the investing for all of the dates. You requested all the records. You received all the records. There we go. We got another honk from a working van. You try to get away around that, right? And you failed. They got all their records. They got all the bank records, everything. So, like I said, I'm a real hustler and a real boss and a real gangster. Now, I'd have plenty of money right now if it wasn't for that company going bankrupt, which I think was intentional too, right? And if they would get on the ball about paying me what I earned, you understand? The whole project was successful. Like I said, I was able to cut profits when I did it. Before breakfast, I was making over $2,000. I'm a master investor. No, the fact that the company went bankrupt means nothing. Did I not make profits? Yeah. I told you, I'm a master investor. I know exactly what I'm doing. What are you talking about? Them going bankrupt, like I said, they still have to pay me something. So you ain't making no sense, because that whole project was a success in every way. Them going bankrupt was just more of a success, actually. I mean, of course, the ultimate success would have been had they succeeded, right, and been able to, run their business correctly. And, the stock share price went up and I had over 70,000 shares. And, had I made a bunch of money like that, of course. But, what were the odds of that really happening? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I really still can't believe that they went bankrupt. I think it was intentional somehow, personally. I think people, because they knew I was investing in it. So these people were already targeting me because they were worried. So it's like, if that's what it's about, you try to sit there and stop people from getting money. That's silly, because you've never stopped my money. In fact, I just continue to make more and more. And this time, God is blessing Christina and I with plenty of money, tons of money. So much we can take baths in it and swim in it. We're going to be like Scrooge McDuck. Real talk. I am. Fill up a bathtub with cash and do a video with it. We're going to have fun. You know what I mean? We're going to have fun, and she's never going to have anything to worry about. I know how to do everything, right? So, like, I know how to budget. I'm good with money management. I know how to budget. I know how to not spend much. I know how to do everything the poor man's way. That's the thing. Like, God really taught me how to be. I was already grateful, but eternally grateful for every little thing I get. But yeah, I got paid today. Got piss aid. That's good news, boy. That means we made it, at least in some aspect. Like I said, it ain't much money. Obviously, it's more than a lot of you have. You know what I mean? I mean, if you're sitting there and you can't pay $100 for training. You know what I mean? I mean, it is what it is. Ali, they were gawking. Took them like an hour to make a right turn. But yeah, bro, like I said, it just is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. Boy, Batman's gonna do what a Batman's gonna do. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Right? But Christina, I know, is excited and happy to come out here. Aren't you, honeys? Let me see if she said anything. Hold on. She already told me, like, you know, it's hard to type. But I love you. She's there. She's listening. But like I said, she's my whole life, my everything. So when she gets to me physically in person, man, these people are already losing it. They gonna really lose it then. Y'all about to be super mad, triggered, impressed. You know, and that's the thing with people like TJ. You know, they just see that you have an anointing over your life. They see that even though I'm struggling, I mean, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Too blessed to be stressed. I'm never really stressed. It's just what I go through physically. I mean, you gotta understand, bro. Like they had to put me back together, literally, like Humpty Dumpty. Okay, I've been through some serious stuff. That's what people don't get. I mean, I'm literally like, I just keep on ticking. It doesn't matter what I go through. That's what people don't get. I'm literally invincible and immortal. So it's like you're still gonna have, issues from that though. So that's what I have, physically. And I deal with them every day. And it takes a hell of a man. That's why Christina knows I'm like James Bond. It's like that scene in James Bond when he's like, whatever is left of me, right? Says whatever I am, which is how I feel with Christina, right? I'm yours. We have a true love story. I would never be ashamed of being in love, man. Everybody wants love. I'm extremely in love with Christina and only Christina. She's all I ever wanted. I wouldn't want nobody else, honestly. People kind of make me sick in the first place. She's amazing. She just has a beautiful heart. She's a beautiful person. She's just everything I ever wanted. We're like I'm in love with her soul. She's just a beautiful soul. The only soul for me. We're soulmates. Um, but what was I saying? I forgot. I forgot this. I'm tired. Um, I don't know. I just know that she's going to be here physically, and then all these people are really going to lose it. Like I said, I struggle, but I'm blessed. Too blessed to be stressed. I got a lot going for me, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is pretty cool. I get on here. I'm able to try to create my own income and make money off this. I mean, like I said, finally got the check, man. I'm so happy I got that check, though. I really am, bro. Like, because I need it. I've been needing it. Yeah. Also, like, as far as the suit, I'm thinking of trying to just go to like Goodwill and get like little parts to try to build off the suit. I'm thinking because I was looking at the suits like that they have pictures or designs of, like in the statues, and it's like put together, like it's literally actually built. So that might be what I have to do is build some type of protection. That way I can do it like around the neck, and then I got to get like the cowl to protect the neck. So if I get the right materials, I'm figuring maybe I could just put it all together myself and just start creating the whole bat suits like I've been doing. But I'm saying build off of them. I could do it. Why not? I mean, get some. You could use knee pads, a shoulder pad. I just don't want to wear hockey pads because then I can't say I'm not wearing hockey pads because then I will be wearing hockey pads. See the point? It's kind of a big important thing to me. I don't ever want to be wearing hockey pads because that was Batman's essence and quote. You know what I mean? So like, because that's the first thing people turn to. You think you want to be Batman. The most wildly available thing is hockey pads. It just is, and it actually would kind of work, but you don't want to wear hockey pads and you want everything to be legit, so I don't know. Maybe I could make enough money. I know they have like a Kevlar scarf for the neck. I think that's like over $20. I could try to order that But we just got to get the money up, man. That's why I'm saying people donate. I hope that the crowd will just start donating like crazy and actually send some real money. They haven't done it yet. I haven't gotten much of nothing, but just because I got my check doesn't mean nothing. It means I really need donations now because this is the time that's crucial. Because this is when I can build the extra money and try to save and get back in the ball game and the picture, because like if I go up to Austin or I go to these other cities and I do this, which I have the heart to, I'll do it. Right. I mean, I want to do it the right way. I want to have money. You know what I mean? Like real talk. I may actually like talk to the people up there too and let them know what I'm doing so they don't trip, so that they understand why the hell I'm in a bat suit all the time, so they're not tripping, but because Austin's a little different, they're hypersensitive. I just saw some more corruption come from Austin too. Another one doing something silly, and it's extremely serious too. I don't want to talk about it on here, but it came out on YouTube and it's like the news for me. So it is what it is. Hold on. Somebody's playing like techno as loud as they can. I guess that's cool. But I don't know, man. Like I said, honey, I love you more than anything. You're everything to me. I love you more than anything. Um, I love you more than life, truly. But she, like I said, she's gonna be coming down here physically in person. She ain't going nowhere. She's gonna be with me. We're gonna be together. So I'm excited about it. But yeah, these people are gonna be really mad when they see that we caked up and we got bread, we got plenty of money, and we doing us and building our life. I mean, see, that's the thing. Like, you can't make it in this world if you don't have miracles from God sometimes. That's the real truth. Hold up. So that's my whole thing. Like, you know, I've been doing this for, I mean, my whole life I've been successful, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it takes so much to do that. Like, those are the years that really count, is all the 20s. I'm 35, bro. Once you get over 30, you living on a prayer no matter who you are. I mean, everything has to be a miracle. Like, people don't become like successful again in their 30s normally. I'm about to do it, and I'm not going to be having a midlife crisis. I'm going to be in my prime by the time I'm 40, almost 50. Like, I want to be. I hope. I believe that this is what's going to happen. I believe God. I believe like everything He said is true. I believe in all His promises. I think in my 60s I'm going to be like built like a brick. You know what? Like real talk. That's just what I think. I think if I can do that, if I can get to that point, and I believe God will take me there. If I can get to that point, and I never expected to even make it anywhere near this far. So it's like God is just carrying me. God carries me, bro. Literally. I mean, and if He carries me that far, bro, by the time I'm 60, I'd probably be even bigger and stronger. They don't get I develop slow too. I'll still be developing well into my 50s and 60s. Trust me. I'm still developing. That's what y'all don't get. You're talking to me and I got like the Benjamin Button complex going on. I'm aging backwards. I mean, I'll still be developing when I'm older and I'll still look just like as young as I do now. These people trying to copy me, bro. They going on camera looking like a 300-pound tuna. Okay. And I mean, have you seen a picture of yourself? Do you own a mirror and trying to say they're good looking? What? Like, can you see yourself? 300 pounds and good looking. Huh. That's odd, man. But like I said, it's just people are odd on here. They're odd little beavers. So let the odd beavers do what they do. But I mean, like I said, they can't even keep a girlfriend because they're such snakes. They can't be loyal. I heard that he was unfaithful. Nice. Way to go there, boss. Way to go. You don't see me doing that. For what? That's disgusting. If I'm in a relationship with someone, I'm going to be loyal. You know what I mean? I'm going to always be loyal to who I love because that's what love is about, loyalty. You know what I mean? Like, it just is what it is. You should never have that problem. Whoever you're with should be who you want, and you shouldn't want anyone else. That's truly how I feel. But I love Christina more than anything. Literally, I just think she's perfect. I would never want or need anybody else. That's the truth. So she never has to worry about that, and that's the type of relationship I want, where I never have to worry, and that person knows they never have to worry. That's the way it should be, and that's how love works. But a lot of these people, they're just, they're snakes. They're that's all they do. They're not going to be loyal to anybody. So all that other nonsense, what's the point? And they all end up lonely and miserable, and that's their predicament right now, and talking to themselves like they do on here on this I hear on YouTube, right? And that's about it. So like I said, as far as all the other stuff, let me know. As far as the training, like I said, I'm always around. Not a problem. I mean, you just gotta holler and let me know. I gotta know what's going on. You know what I mean? But if homeboy comes down and he wants to do it, we'll do it, man. But like I said, that's my price. I mean, that's the only things that I ask. I want you to either send me the money through Cash App, which would be better, and I'm kind of asking um, for the mouthpiece. So look up how much the mouthpieces are. Send me that with a little bit of cushion, so that you're not stressing me out as far as not having enough, or I'm not going to get it and I'm not going to do it. So you have to do good business. So if you do that, cool. If not, when you come down here, buy it in front of me, and I'll pick the one I want, right? And I'll say, is this cool? The price, cool. All right. And then we do it like that. But I need to buy my own mouthpiece, bro. I ain't letting nobody touch my mouthpiece. I'm just not going to do that. So, like I said, do that. He said he doesn't have any wraps. You don't need wraps. You could just do gloves. You don't have to have them, but I mean, they kind of help. You know what I mean? I don't even know. I don't know if it'd be better without wraps. I don't know if the wraps just harden everything in the glove and make it worse. Um, but at least the gloves, and at least like get some gloves, bro, that have a little bit of cushion. We were doing them with 16 ounce, right? Which is realistically what you should be using somewhat, because how do I explain it? It it weighs it down a little bit, so then that way when you put on the little lighter gloves, you can move quicker. But if he comes down here, like, you need to have, he didn't want to have the conversation, that's on him. If he comes down here and he don't have the right gloves, meaning the most I'll do is one level under 16 ounce. Anything lighter than that, I'm not dealing with. You understand? So I don't know what that thing is about men not keeping their word and them acting like they on something. You're gonna have to keep your word, or I'm just not gonna train you. So it's that simple. Like I said, it's just business, do good business, keep your word as a man. That's it. It's not a choice. You feel me? So like I said, you got, I don't remember the ounces. I'll have to look them up. It's 16 ounce. If you use 16 ounce, I'm cool with that. If you use one level down from that, I'm cool with that. Anything lower than that, I'm not messing with that. That's weird, because that doesn't make sense for me to do with what I've been through. That just is silly. You understand? Even though he probably not even going to be able to, come close to me. You understand? But let's get real. I mean, nobody can even touch me when we box. But I'm just saying, like, what I do it smart. I do it my way, and I'm in charge. Like, you're not in charge. You're walking into my business, right? This is my corporation. I've tried to communicate with you to avoid any kind of disruption or arguing or not knowing what's going on. So you have all of it right in front of you there. That's what I want. If you can do that, cool. You know what I mean? You don't have to have wraps. I would recommend you get 2 pairs of wraps if you can, right? Um, if not, like I said, at least have the gloves be 16 ounce or one level lower than that. That's all. Only one level. Don't show up out here with, oh, I've got 6 ounce gloves or some nonsense. Like, no, bro, I'm not doing that. Okay. So, I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't still help you train, but I'm just saying it's bad business. Like, y'all need to learn how to do business. You keep your word. You do what I say. You do what I'm telling you to do. It has to be done a certain way. I know what I'm doing. So, like I said, this is my business. We're going to run it the right way. And that's about it. So that's the two things that I've brought up. And that's how it needs to be. That's how it's going to be. You feel me? So if they can do that, cool, no problem. Then we can get this show on the road, have some fun, do some training. And like I said, I think Christina would agree with what I'm saying. I think he should pay me $50 a day. And I think that he should, let's think. I think he should I think he should pay for a meal. I 100% think that. I think if he really wants to come down here and do it, you're having me train you. I got to eat. I'm not a Furby, right? So feed your Furby. I think that he should pay for a meal somewhere. Doesn't have to be crazy expensive or nothing, but I think that we should go out to eat somewhere and sit down. and he should just pay for my meal, just like the other agent that they sent. I think he should pay for the meal. That's what I think it should be. Like that's how it has to be. I'd say he needs to pay for my meal and $50 for the day of training, and I'll train with you all day. That way we could do it all, train, and then if you want, we can go eat after or whatever, and then that's it, right, for the day. But that's how I want to do it. So that's the way it is. Has to be. So I mean, he can let me know, bro. You know what I mean? But like this business of acting like you can't hear and you don't want to listen to the program and the show, well, then you're not serious about doing it. So it's, I mean, as of right now, I just don't think it's going to happen because I don't think he has the right attitude, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I mean, hanging out with trolls, man, is going to be a bad look no matter what, man. People are going to profile you off that, like Christina and I have, and they're going to think that you're a troll, and that's the way that it's kind of coming off. So I just can't figure it out. I mean, business is business, man. You're walking into my business. You need to, do things the right way, and that's it. And that's about it. Like I make the rules. I'm gonna tell people how it goes and what we're gonna do. So, you know what I mean? That's about it. Other than that, I mean, it is what it is. Feel me? Because like I'm gonna be getting clients. I'm not concerned about getting clients here. I get clients anywhere. It's just a matter of talking, communicating, and marketing myself. Right? Remember, I'm not a mason, so I don't have a system marketing me. I got to market myself. Feel me, doggy? So, like I said, end of the day, I don't know, man. I'm just blessed. You know, I have problems, things I go through, right? Really hard things I go through because of just things I've been through. But like, it's because I've been strong. Everything is a badge of honor with me. So it's like, I don't care what people say. I don't care what they do. Just miss me with it. I'm not hearing it. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I'm extremely successful. I'm the top dog. I'm the boss Don Dada. I'm the real Batman. I'm doing all the real stuff. And I think these people don't understand. I think they're all going to be like, I don't understand why you would be surprised because God has blessed me my entire life. I always had plenty of money, always had made millions, always was the boss. That's why people call me boss. Like I've always been the top dog. So it's like it's not going to be a surprise to me. I mean, maybe to other people, I think that's weird though. They must not. They don't know me clearly. They must not know me. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. But that's what it said. It said everybody's going to be like jaw dropped. Number one, they already are at my strength, but they're going to feel that way at the fact that God is blessing me on a whole nother level. You know what I mean? And it's like that's what I see happening. I see God giving me the funds and the money and true love and everything that I deserve. Giving me Christina, I mean, that all comes from God. God created my divine spouse. He created her for me, and me for her. I already know that. So I'm madly in love. I just want her to be here with me and we get everything started. And like I said, I mean, I just think people are going to see us with a ton of money and able to buy whatever we want and do what we want. And I think the jealousy level is even going to go higher. And then the thing is, the more jealous that y'all get, the more views I get and the more money I make. Like I told you day one, your hate pays me. I be making money off all these people because they mad. You know what I mean? That's the thing with TJ. He totally played himself. All you did was just walk right into it and pay me more money. More money. That check's probably almost to $50, literally. So, I mean, like I said, we making money. All these other people on here can't make none. Feel me? So it is what it is. I mean, this is your deal. You need to pay for the whatever stuff has to do with the sparring and the boxing stuff. It's your boxing match. It has nothing to do with me, really. You know what I mean? I just would like to see you win. So, like I said, if he doesn't do this training with me, I mean, he doesn't care about it because I mean, he could potentially definitely lose because he's not taking it seriously. That's the thing I'm saying. Like some of what they're telling you makes sense. I mean, you shouldn't be eating fried chicken all the time. You can eat it, but I mean, if you don't start training and get in shape, like they said, I mean, dude is going to win. They have a point. The one dude on your panel actually has a point. He actually does make a little bit of sense. I've been listening to him. I don't know his name. He's all right. He sounded like he supported me. He was all right. So it's like I don't see why it would be out of the picture. I mean, for me to be like, yo, can you help me like to get this started? I mean, isn't that how the whole country operates? See, that's the problem. These people don't know how to help each other. If we don't help each other, bro, we all we got. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, and when you don't help me, I mean, when I get blessed and me and Christina have all this bread, do you think I'm going to help you? I mean, I could because I'm that nice of a guy, but I have no reason to. That's the point. If you do nothing for me, why would I help you? So how would it not make sense that I would ask that? Like, yeah, if homeboy had a spot for me to stay at out there in Katy, how would that not make sense, bro? That means, yeah, I could start doing the Batman thing in Katy. Yeah, it's funny. You can say he wants to be in the streets as Batman. Like, yeah, it's funny, but it's also real, and it's really real and happening. So, like, yeah, that's exactly what I want to do, and I'd make money. I'd get paid. I'd become the KD Batman, right? And it just extend my celebridad, and I'd be able to hang out with someone I get along with. It seems like we get along. Like it seems like we'd be friends. We'd be cool. I don't know what this allegiance to trolls is, but you need to get over that. You feel me? Like you a real dude. You out here just like me. I mean, we need to take care of each other and help each other and support each other and build together. Like, yeah, if I went to Katie, if he just gave me a spot to stay at, that's all I need is sleep and like maybe like food. That's about it, and like help with that, just like any normal person. What are you talking about, bro? Bro, I've seen women, I've had ex girlfriends sit there and like do all sorts of crazy stuff. I've seen people try to move into places with food stamps. Don't talk down on me because I'm saying we need to just work together. What's wrong with working together? See my point? Like, nah, bro, that's exactly how it should be. Like 100%, bro. Like I said, if he could help me and I could have a spot out there to use to expand this business, why the hell wouldn't I do that? Like that was the thing. That's why I asked if he could drive because I got it. I got bat suits, bro. I got two of them already, and I build off of them. So I would have to bring them with me. So like, how am I going to do that if homeboy don't drive, which he obviously does? You see what I'm saying? If he drove and he had his act together and had what he needs, right? Which I always have. That's not my situation at all. So what are you talking about? I'm a grown man, bro. I already explained. Y'all sound silly, man. So like I said, like my deal is, I mean, like if he had all that, then I could bring the bat suits with me. But since he doesn't have that, I mean, I can't do it. Like I can't bring the armor with me and all that. I can't do all that. You know what I mean? Like if I go on a bus, the most I could do is maybe bring the one suit. That's about it, which is just two things and that's it. You know what I mean? Other than that, it is what it is. And like I said, all that other nonsense he talking about, I don't know what he's talking about. He's gonna end up just like incriminating himself and getting indicted. I don't have nothing to do with him. I don't know that dude. That's why like I'm real careful about how I talk, who I talk to, because you got too many people who are self-destructive and they don't seem to think. You know what I mean? Like, and he's one of them. He goes online and he says and does a lot of stuff that like is weird and looks suspect and illegal. And that's his own deal, bro. I don't know this dude. I don't be knowing none of y'all. You know what I mean? That's why I don't have affiliations with people. You understand? Because I don't want no attachment to people like that. Feel me? So, like I said, bro, he needs to change his attitude and get the right attitude, man. I mean, you delivering mixed signals and sending mixed messages. You feel me? So that's about it, man. Other than that, I'm not really concerned about it. I think it was a good look being on the show, and that's about it. It's all just promotion and marketing. You know what I mean? I got to do what I do and move around YouTube just like out here. All right. I'll talk to y'all later, man. Honey, I love you more than anything. Mwah.